Hey, Masters, if you know me and you've been listening to my podcast, you know health and nutrition is number one. Check out AdvoCare products. I am a distributor. Go to livelongersmarter.com. We got everything you could imagine for your health and nutrition goals. If you're interested, at the end of the podcast, at the very end, there'll be more information on the products. Also, Land Voice is one of our sponsors. They have amazing services. If you need leads, please check out Land Voice for FSBO, expired, circle prospecting, a dialer, whatever you need. Go to davidihill.com, affiliates. You can click the Land Voice link and all of the special opportunities will be there.
Get ready for one more sale, inspiring you with ideas through powerful and engaging interviews with top performers of their field. Now, join us as we discuss techniques and strategies of the coolest and most successful people on the planet.
What up, Masters? Welcome to another episode of Path to Mastery. Hey, I hope you really enjoyed Dirk last week, and I'm still in vacation mode, so I'm bringing it back. Oh my gosh, I know I said Dirk was probably my favorite, and it is in the real estate realm. Mel Robbins was just phenomenal. She wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule. It's all about taking action. Since doing this interview with her, since reading her book, it has really changed my life, and it's changed the way I approach tasks and also take action from getting up at 5 a.m. to just making the prospecting call. So I really wanted to bring this back. If you haven't heard it before, then this is a huge treat for you. And if you have, then hey, listen to it again, because I'll tell you, that's what it takes for me, listening to these things over and over. I will be back with a brand new interview next week for you guys, and I hope you enjoy this on your path to mastery. Hey, Masters, welcome to another episode of Path to Mastery. Guys, I brought you a special treat on your Path to Mastery. Guys, we are with Mel Robbins today, and Mel wrote the book called The 5-Second Rule. Guys, this book is absolutely tremendous, and we're going to talk to you about the changes and how it gets us right into action. Hey, Mel, what's going on?
Hey, David, how are you? Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, definitely. It's an honor. Thank you for spending the time with us. I'm going to read your bio pretty quickly, and then you can just kind of fill in some of the gaps, all right? So Mel's an international best-selling author, serial entrepreneur, one of the most booked motivational speakers in the world. She's also a CNN analyst, a Success Magazine contributing editor. Her corporate client list includes Chase, Microsoft, Keller Williams, AT&T. Just awesome. I mean, you're doing huge things. I knew you from back in Success Magazine. I remember they used to give out the audio CD.
Yeah.
And I heard you on one of those CDs, and it was like a symposium or something. It was just awesome. So anyway, again, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me and for giving me the opportunity to help everybody that's listening grow their business.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the 5-Second Rule. I mean, that book it's the book I picked up, and honestly, it's probably why you agreed to interview me. I don't know if you recall, about 2 months ago, I sent you an email because in my mind I was thinking about, I should probably reach out to Mel and ask her, if she'll do the podcast. And a little voice in my mind said, well, no, she's too big. She's too important. She won't do that. And then I used your own 5-second rule and just said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. I sent the email and you responded. So thanks for that.
Well, that's how it works. And so all you need to know is this. The 5-second rule is very simple. The moment you catch yourself hesitating on something that you know you should do, maybe you're afraid of it, maybe you dread it, maybe you're just too tired, maybe you don't feel like it. Whatever the reason is, the reason doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that within 5 seconds, you have an option in life always. You have an option to switch gears in your mind and take control. And I invented 8 years ago a little trick that seemed stupid at the time, but it worked to help me get out of bed. It worked to help me beat the snooze alarm. And then it started working to help me change my mindset and to be more proactive in sales and to change how I behaved. And it was this little trick that I used to help me take action in a 5-second window. So the way that it works is when you feel yourself hesitating, just like Dave explained, you got a phone call to make, and let's face it, your business is all about picking up the phone. It's all about getting out there. It's all about making requests. It's all about showing up. Those are all action items. None of those things require thinking. They require you to take action. So the moment that you notice that you're about to hesitate, when you know you should act, you should pick up the phone, you should start walking, you should start taking the conversation to the next level, you should make the request, whatever it may be, count silently to yourself, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The counting backwards, it sounds stupid, it's really important. When you count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what happens is in a 5-second window, David, I've just taught you a simple tool that you can use to mentally switch gears. You're going to turn off the part of your brain when you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that puts you in autopilot, that has you operate out of fear. And by the time you hit 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you've awakened your prefrontal cortex. Now, a lot of people wonder, Mel, can you count up? The answer is no. You cannot count up. And the reason why is because counting up, it doesn't have an endpoint. You can keep going. The second reason why you can't count up is because you do it all the time in your life. So you can do it on autopilot. And the third reason why you don't want to count up is because you're stalling. You're not actually counting down to take action. And so what you're going to do, whether you're going to use it like David just used it, is, there's somebody in your networking list or in your list of potential customers or people who might have a house coming on the market. You'd love to have their listing. What you're going to do when you are done listening to this podcast is you're going to write down that person's name that you need to have a conversation with, and you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're going to pick up the phone and start dialing. And that's how you use it. When you're in a conversation with a customer and they're being pushy as hell on price, and you know that they're going to try to force you to list the house too high, and that's the dumbest thing, you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're going to basically say, look, I'm willing to walk away from this listing because I'm going to tell you something. You asked me for my expertise. And in my expertise, you're pricing it too high. That means this house is going to sit for 5 or 6 months, which means you're then never going to get the price that you want, which means I don't make the commission that I want, and I've got an unhappy customer all because I listened to you. And you're going to have the hard conversation. And so 5 seconds at a time is how you grow your business. 5 seconds at a time is how you beat self-doubt. 5 seconds at a time is how you move from feeling, flat and not like it and bitching about the economy or maybe the market, and you move into action. And the counting backwards piece is a little trick that actually helps you switch gears from using the part of the brain that sabotages your success and awakening the part of the brain that actually helps you change. So that's the 5-second rule.
I want to share a couple of other examples of where I've used it, Mel, is, I literally standing in line at Starbucks, and I'm like, well, should I talk to this person about real estate? You know what I mean? Pass a card, get their info. And then right away, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just say hello, right? Another example, like you talked about with the listing, a really nice property came off the market. It was in a really exclusive high-end neighborhood that I typically don't pursue very much. Used the rule. I went over, knocked on the door, dropped off a flyer, had a great conversation, right? So we get all that stuff, right? So in your book, you talk about habits, right? How do you build habits and routines? And the reason I bring that up is because I read your book, listened to it 2 months ago. I'll be honest, I've been using all these tools in your book, and it's been phenomenal. And I kind of got away from it. And then today, getting ready for this interview, I was listening to it again, and then it brought me right back. And before this, I made some recruiting calls that I didn't want to make. I just said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, started making the calls. So I guess the question I'm trying to get at is, how do we create that, I guess, consistency or that habit, right? Because I got away from it.
All right. So this is the $100 million question for all of us entrepreneurs. Not only am I an international best-selling author and I've built this incredible speaking platform and I've launched a new company, I'm an entrepreneur just like you guys. At the end of the day, I want to tell you something that a lot of people that are, quote, experts won't admit to. We're all fucking human. And you're going to have stuff hit the fan. I mean, today, my day went off the rails because it's graduation season. I got kids in 3 different schools. We have all kinds of stuff going on. And last night, the air conditioning in the house went out because we live in an 18th century farmhouse, and that kind of happens when it hits 90 degrees. And so the kids didn't get a good night's sleep. We didn't get a good night's sleep. And so the day didn't go according to plan. No matter what your habits are, you're going to fall off the wagon. The most important thing when that happens is don't beat yourself up. You're human. You have emotions. You have things that are going to happen to you that you can't control. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. That is the reality. It's neither good or it's bad. It's what happens. You can't control the fact that the market might suck at times. You can't control the fact that sellers might get really arrogant and it's very hard to keep control of the relationship with them. You can't control the fact that your buyers are super emotional and sometimes they make irrational decisions. However, you can always control what you think and how you act. And so when you notice, like David did, that he fell out of the routine, or you notice like I did that, oh my God, everything I planned for this morning has literally gone up in smoke. No problem. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count to yourself backwards because it gives you a pause. It shuts down the emotion. It gives you a moment where you have this insight, this inner wisdom that tells you, oh my God, I realize that I'm not doing what I want. That's a moment of power. You have clarity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is a first action you can take to lean into that inner wisdom and take control in a 5-second window. Now what are you going to do? Now you're going to, now that you've got your prefrontal cortex working for you and you're present and you're in control and you're not letting your emotions dictate what you're doing, now you can make some powerful decisions. Habits are nothing more than decisions that we try to automate. That's all. You know, let me give you an example of a habit that a lot of us don't think about. I want you to think about the fact, like putting on a pair of jeans right now. So you see a pair of jeans on the floor of your closet. You reach down, you pick them up. You lift them up so you can put, your legs into them. Which leg do you put in first? You either put in your left or your right leg, and you use the same leg every single time.
True.
You don't even think about it unless I ask you which leg you're using. That pattern of picking up your jeans and sticking your left leg in first is a habit. It's behavior that's automatic. Now, what I'm going to tell you is the only way that you can replace a habit, an old one, like putting your left leg in a pair of jeans, with the habit of putting your right leg in your pair of jeans, is to interrupt the automatic behavior, which is lifting up the left leg. And the way that you would do that is the same way I'm telling you to interrupt self-doubt. You can use 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to do it. So you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That interrupts the pattern. And then you...
Hello? I think we may have lost Mel.
Oh, dear. Did I just hit a button? Okay. So what happens is you literally... I'm sorry. I must have hit mute.
It's all good. Yeah. We went out like you were just telling us.
And see, wasn't that interesting? I was just about to tell you the secret, and now you all were listening because you're paying attention in the moment. You're like, where the hell is he?
That's brilliant, yeah.
So we had awakened your attention in the moment. So what you're going to do is you're going to interrupt the pattern of behavior, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you have interrupted the automatic behavior of lifting your left leg up, and now you have a decision. You can actually direct your right leg. Same is true with working with clients. If you're the kind of person that chickens out, that's a pattern. When you recognize that you're about to do it, that's a moment of power. Lean into it in 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, before it takes over. Now that you've counted backwards and you've hit 1, that's what researchers call a starting ritual. Now you can put in the new pattern. And what the new pattern is for all of us in business is act with courage. Make the request. Say the thing that makes you uncomfortable. Take control of the client relationship, even if it means you're going to lose it. Because we all know that having a listing that sits for 9 months because you let the client tell you how to price it, that doesn't help your business. That wastes your time.
Yeah. If you loved what you heard on this episode and you're looking for more techniques, tools, strategies, and ideas, simply go to thesalesplaybook.net and get yourself a copy of the Sales Playbook. You can also go directly to Amazon, type in the Sales Playbook, and buy your copy today. So talk to us about the snooze button. Like, I love how you talk about that in the book. How do we create that habit where we are able to get out of bed every morning? Like someone that wants to get up at 5.
Let me tell you something, David. First of all, you need to understand why. So if you read the 5-second rule, there's a couple pages on this because the research is fascinating and it was new to me. When you hit the snooze button, what happens is you force your brain to go back into a sleep cycle. Sleep cycles, based on research, take 75 to 90 minutes to complete. So you hit the snooze button intending to grab, quote, an extra 15 minutes of rest. What you've actually done is you've forced your brain to go into a mode that takes 90 minutes to complete. When your alarm goes off again 15 minutes later, your cortic region of your brain is in a state of sleep. If you then force yourself out of bed, it still needs 75 minutes to complete it. And if you're awake now and your cortic region is asleep and it still needs 75 minutes to complete the sleep cycle, what researchers have figured out is that there is a physiological state that people are in after they've hit the snooze button, slept for 15 minutes, and then get up. It's a state called sleep inertia. It lasts for about 4 hours. You know that feeling that you feel where you're groggy and you feel heavy and your thoughts are kind of jumbled and you tell yourself all morning, I didn't get enough sleep. That's actually not what happened. You're in a state of sleep inertia because you hit the damn snooze alarm. And it impacts your productivity and your processing speed for 4 hours. So if you're serious about business, if you're serious about your health, if you're serious about taking control of your day, one of the most important habits that you can develop is to get up the moment the alarm rings. It's going to really blow for about 3 minutes. But then your brain wakes up and you're ready to roll. And you're not going to be in a state of sleep inertia. So the way that you do it is simple and it's painful. The moment the alarm goes off, go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. If you're the kind of person that sleeps with your phone, stop that immediately.
Yeah.
I don't care how emotional your clients are. You don't need to talk to them at 2 o'clock in the morning. There was a new study that was just done. 33% of adults are checking emails in the middle of the night based on phone usage. That's a study from Deloitte. It's sickening. There is nothing happening at 3:30 in the morning that will actually grow your business. There are things that happen at 3:30 in the morning that can ruin your sleep, which will impact your business.
Well, we should be sleeping.
You need to put your phone in your closet, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, wherever. When the alarm goes off on your phone, get your ass out of bed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go turn off your phone. Do not pick it up. And then go plan your day. Actually, I've got a gift for your audience. If you go to melrobbins.com/free gift, melrobbins.com/free gift, I will give your audience a course that we call the $1 Million Morning Routine. It is a routine that I follow every single morning. This morning, with exception, because we all woke up late, and so I did this after I dropped off my son at school. But it is the routine that I follow that allows me to not only feel like $1 million, but to actually make millions and millions and millions of dollars. And if you go to melrobbins.com/free gift, you can put in your email address and get free access to that course from yours truly.
Okay, awesome. I got a couple more questions, Mel. In your book, and you're pretty transparent about being really, really down, on yourself in some challenging places, but still being able to get up and work through that and obviously create an amazing life for yourself and your family. How, when our listeners are in that place, like, what would you say to them? How, if nothing's working and the alarm goes off at 5, you don't want to get out of bed, right? So
here's the advice that'll save your life. You don't have to do anything drastic. You have to do the little stuff. You have to get up on time. You have to exercise because you know you should. You have to start eating right. You have to stop drinking as much as you do. And how do you do those things? Simple. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then give yourself a push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then put down the donut and pick up the scrambled eggs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up off the couch and go outside and go for a walk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and make a list of the 5 people you need to call and start dialing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put down the gin and walk away from it. Your life, your business happens in 5-second windows. I am handing you a free tool that is backed by science that will give you instant control in those little moments that determine whether or not you start changing, in those little moments that determine whether or not you build momentum. That is what your whole life comes down to. Do you say it or do you chicken out? Do you show up or do you hide? Do you ask for what you want or do you sit silent and then bitch because you don't have it? Life is about action. And you change your life, you grow your business, you change yourself, you transform your marriage through action. And the actions aren't the big ones. It's the little ones. Because when you make the little moves that feel so hard, like getting up on time, Like telling a client, no, I'm sorry. I'm not listing the house for $1 million. I don't care what your emotions say. We're not selling it for that. And guess what? If your house is really that fantastic, people will bid over the asking price. And a lot of them will.
I love it. Yeah, no doubt.
That is what I'm telling you. Everything. And if you're a 7-figure broker, you make millions of dollars every year, you're like the fanciest of all, and you're killing it, yay you. In order to get to the next level, which for you might mean actually having some balance.
And I was going to say, everybody got to get out there and get this book. You got to pick this book up. It's phenomenal. Anything I didn't ask you that I should have asked you?
No, and I would highly recommend that you guys get the audiobook, and here's why. I read it. I ad-lib quite a bit of it. It's freaking unbelievable. We have sold more than 100,000 audiobooks in 4 months. It's that good. It's been in the top 10 of all of Audibles out of 2 million titles for 4 months. It is selling so fast that Amazon called us. And David, I thought as a businesswoman, oh my God, I hit the Holy Grail. Amazon is calling me to give me like the special super duper award or some advertising program. Do you know what they asked me? They asked me, how did you do that? And I'm like, what do you mean? How did I do what? And they said, how did you sell that many books in 4 months? We've never seen an audiobook do this. I said, well, first of all, the product's got to be good. And secondly, we busted our ass and we planned. And every day we get up and we do the work. And that's what you do. You don't just put the sign in front of the house for sale and then you're done. That's when it begins.
I would also say you're very relatable and you're authentic in the book. And I think that helps a lot. And the application is so simple if you just do it. It works.
Well, here's the other thing. You can think about just doing it, but I'm actually giving you something to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's the other thing. With every book, whether you get the ebook, the audiobook, or you buy the hardcover at Amazon, you get 31 days of video mentoring torture from me. So on the back page of the book, there's a URL. Go to it, put your email address in, and for 31 days straight, you will get a video from me where I talk to you about the Jedi mind tricks, the business planning tools, the things that I do to beat anxiety, everything. And you're going to love it. So it's not just a book. It's actually 31 days of mentoring from a woman that makes 8 figures a year, that has been down and out, that has researched the science, that has not a bunch of inspiration. Yeah, it's inspiring, but what we've got for you is strategy. And for most of us, that's what's missing, are the tactics that you need to use that will actually work.
Agreed. All right, final question, Mel, is on our listeners' path to sales mastery. What is the one thing you want them to take from this interview today?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Love it. Awesome. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
My pleasure. And thank you.
Hey, Masters, you guys know how important health and nutrition is to me. I just want to talk to you a little bit about products I use called Advocare. I've been using these products for about 1.5 years now, mostly just for energy. They've got a really awesome drink. It's called Spark. If you want to check out anything, I would tell you, go check out the energy drink Spark. That's what I did for, like I said, almost 1.5 years without even trying any of their other products. And then this past January, a bunch of us, January 4th, decided we were going to do the 24-day challenge, which is a 10-day cleanse and then 14 days of just really healthy eating, vitamins, meal replacement, just awesome 24 days just to kind of get yourself on track and get into some right habits. So Richie Ryan did it with us. Guys, he lost, today's February 5th, I think he's at 24 pounds lost since January 4th. Melissa at our office lost 6 pounds. Min at our office lost 5 pounds. Guys, I mean, listen, it's amazing. Regardless, if your goal is losing weight, my goal wasn't losing weight. I did the challenge just so I could experience it. And, I lost a few pounds, but now I put some weight back on because I started using some of the supplements and the protein powder and all the other stuff. So now I've gained about 3 pounds of muscle and just feel awesome. My energy's through the roof. So whether you're looking for energy or you're looking for just wellness, I mean, they've got some amazing green products that I love taking before I go to bed. Or if you're looking for performance, athletic products, we've got the athletic performance products. And then just active, if you're an active adult, maybe getting a little older in the age and you want to just keep everything working the right way and functioning. Listen, Gary Keller said it best. if you don't take care of your body, where are you gonna live? And I just love that. So, hey, I just ask you to check out Advocate's products. I'm a distributor, so I'd love to help you, talk to you about your nutrition and health goals. You go to livelongersmarter.com, livelongersmarter.com. If you love what you heard on this episode and you're looking for more techniques, tools, strategies, and ideas, simply go to thesalesplaybook.net and get yourself a copy of the Sales Playbook. You can also go directly to Amazon, type in the Sales Playbook, and buy your copy today.
You are listening to One More Sale with your host, David I. Hill, author of the Sales Playbook. Get your copy at www.thesalesplaybook.net.